Hello, my name is Jake, and today I'm going to be talking about why you should exercise. So, obviously, exercising is very difficult. It doesn't always feel great. It's a huge time dedication, but I feel like a lot of people don't always realize that it has all those problems, but it's still so heavily recommended because it has so many good benefits and productive side effects that it gives you just over time. So I'm incredible to talk about this because not only have I gone to the gym for over 2 years, as I talked about in my last speech, and also worked at a gym previously, but I've also written numerous essays and papers on this and done research outside of just this assignment about the benefits of exercise. I've done personal training before, so like this is a field that I know a lot about, and I feel like a lot of people don't realize the problems that it can not only help with, but the problems that can be caused by avoiding exercise and not taking part in it. So first, we're going to talk about the physical aspect of how exercise can help you. So here, there we go. So first, we're going to talk about weight loss and heart problems. I have heart problems. I get chronic heart palpitations, and I have heart disease in my family. And I've had heart problems that have led me to the ER before. It's not fun. It's very scary. And exercise is pointed out by the CDC as a huge deterrent for heart-related issues and heart disease. It can help a bunch with that. Me personally, I can attest to this as I used to have daily palpitations. I used to have a bunch of trouble sleeping and laying down because I'd have palpitations all the time. And exercising kind of helps you with kind of being able to control your heart rate almost. And it's something that I found that really helps me. It's also big for, weight loss is obviously a big area of why people go into exercise. So that's a huge aspect as well. Next, the National Institute of Health point out that it can help with preventing diabetes. Specifically, I think it's type 2 diabetes and 8 different types of cancer, one of which is colon cancer, which is, a pretty common one and very, very dangerous one as well. But it can, it's pointed out by the Institute of Health for being super, super preventative in this. And I can point this out as well because my dad is in a pre-diabetic stage, and we've had to start exercising to try and avoid that. These are problems. These are things that I feel like a lot of people don't understand, that exercise not only can prevent, but it can also help if you're experiencing it, which is why I'm trying to persuade you to take part in it. And obviously another aspect that a lot of people really love about exercise is that it kind of lets you get into your goal look or your goal body. I don't really feel like this is as important as other aspects and how it helps you, often live longer and live healthier. But it is something to point out that it can also give you, confidence and kind of help you get to where you want to be and how you want to look. And then next, we're going to talk about the mental ways it can help you. First, Daniel Prieto with Healthline spoke with psychologists on how exercise can help you mentally, and found that one of the big things with exercise is that it releases endorphins, which are neurotransmitters, while you're exercising. This causes something that a lot of people may recognize as the runner's high, and it kind of happens because those endorphins make it to where you feel pain less and you feel pleasure more. So that's why whenever you have like a runner's high, you feel like you're like walking on air. You're just like, you can't feel anything bad and you only feel stuff that's good. So that's one thing that a lot of people like about exercising. Another thing is that it increases your dopamine the dopamine in your brain. A lot of people probably already know about dopamine, but it's also a neurotransmitter that can increases pleasure. It helps with anxiety, helps with leveling your heart rate and lowering blood pressure, as well as helping with sleep, which is a super big thing because I know a lot of people don't get good sleep and as much as that they should be. So if you have sleep problems, it can help a bunch with that. And then it can also help with stress and brain health. So, stress, especially if you're in college like I am and you have a job and you're working a lot, it's very easy to get overwhelmed. And exercising just with like the dopamine, the psychiatric things that Pareto talks about in his article with a Healthline, just kind of points out like ways that kind of helps you just with that anxiety and kind of helps you just calm down and let off some steam and more importantly, some energy. And then with brain health, it helps with neuroplasticity, which over time helps you learn faster and keep your brain healthy. And then the third way I wanted to talk about was how it helps people socially. So before I went to the gym, I had a lot of social anxiety. I didn't talk all that much. I was really bad with public speaking, especially. And I was really bad at meeting new people. And I found through research a guy that kind of helped me realize why going and working out and going and doing outdoor activities helps so much, which was Alexis Sosa, who was a Dutch researcher who did some research on gyms in I think it was Germany, and he researched like how gyms in the past relate to gyms now and kind of consider them a multicultural space where people from different demographics can kind of go and talk back and forth with each other and kind of spread their like spread culture as well as like just provoke more progressive ways of talking and just new ways of thinking. That's something that I specifically found a lot whenever I started going to the gym, is that it kind of opened me up to a whole new world of people and demographics that I'd never seen before, especially since I work out in Springfield and it's kind of like right in the middle, or at Esporta, which is in the middle of Springfield, and it's kind of right in the middle there. So I got to see a lot of people from, very, very well off in comparison to me, and people that maybe didn't have as much, but were still super optimistic, and people that I learned a lot from. Another area is just community. Going out and exercising typically takes you to places where other people are, and that introduces you to new areas in the community and helps you kind of get a better outreach. And then the third one is through an article that Stephanie O'Neill did with NPR, which talked about how exercising can help people socially, with a psychiatrist as well. And in that, they talked about how it helps people make new connections. Like I was talking about, I used to have a lot of social anxiety and trouble meeting new people. And O'Neill kind of found that exercise typically takes you to you're either working out in gyms if you're weightlifting, or you might be going out on runs through the neighborhood. You might be playing sports with your friends, or just with people that maybe you haven't met before, or going to events. It takes you to places where other people are and kind of takes you out of that comfort zone and pushes you to be more social. And I find that that is a huge benefit with people that have problems with kind of social problems and social anxiety, and helps fix that problem. So in conclusion, we have found that working out and exercising can help you physically, mentally, and socially, and more importantly, can help the problems that come before that. So like health problems with your heart, or with things like diabetes, or trying to prevent cancer if you have a lot of cancer in your family, like I do. And then mental problems. So if you have like a lot of depression or anxiety, it can help with that. And then social problems, if you have social anxiety or just trouble meeting new people. But at the end of the day, the most important thing about exercising is how it can help you and how it can shape you into the best version of yourself.